Going on, everybody? This is your boy Big Boy Les. I'm actually at the laundromat washing a few clothes. Um, I know you're saying why you going to the laundromat, but my washer and dryer connections is in my garage in a place I just bought, so I don't I got to clear out some space in my garage to be able to fit the large washing machine and dryer in there. It's cheaper for me to go to the laundromat anyway, but that's a whole new story. That ain't what this vlog is about. This vlog, I just wanted to make a quick vlog about the importance of credit. I was talking to a guy, and he was telling me how cool dude, but he was telling me how him and his wife pretty much overdraft his account every week, and it's killing him in overdraft fees. So I'm like, dude, why you don't have a credit card? Instead of paying an overdraft fee, if you need something, just use your credit card, and you get paid, pay it back. And oh yeah, like the tripped out part was this idea never even clicked in this dude's head, and he was African American black dude, but it's like, why our brain don't take us there? That's what credit is for. Like somebody once told me, you're only worth what's in your pocket if you don't have no credit. Credit make you worth more and brings your value up. Your individual value. You can have no money in the bank, no money under your mattress, but if you got fucking $50,000 credit card, you worth $50,000, or at least you got access to $50,000 if you absolutely need it, even though you ain't got no cash. So that's the importance of credit cards and credit and a lot of shit you want to buy. I was talking to another dude, and he was talking like he got 18% interest on a car, and he not young. I can understand you a young cat, you ain't really got no credit. They may charge you high interest on your very first vehicle that you get. Because I made that mistake on my very first vehicle, and my uncle told me, like, no, take that shit back. You're paying too much in interest. At the time, I ain't care. The car payment was low. I can afford it, so I went for it. But it took some time for me to realize how important that credit number really is. People with, if you got maybe over 740 credit limit, 740 credit score, I even say 720 and up, but definitely 740 and up. You talking 1 or 2% interest max. That's a big ass difference from 18% to 2%. That's gonna make a difference on your payment, how much you pay a month, and that's gonna make a difference on how long you gotta pay on that vehicle. So that shit is detrimental important, man. And a lot of people don't realize, especially the youth, don't realize how important credit fucking is. If you ain't got credit, get that Capital One unsecured card. That's the best card, in my opinion, to start off with. Using your own money, they give you pay on it on time. They give you more up front. Capital One giving everybody credit cards, no matter what your credit score is, and I thank them for that. So they giving people opportunity to build credit. Get that one card, man. I guarantee in a year time, if you do that one card right, you'll be able to apply for more cards, and your credit score go up. People think that, it's like they scared of credit cards and shit. I don't want to mess you up. If your credit already fucked up, what's the worst that can happen? If it's already fucked up, you can fuck it up more. True. But if you're a smart person, and definitely if you're older, man, if you over 25 years old, this credit shit should be important to you. But that shit is extremely important, man, when it comes to home loans. It's the difference from getting the lowest possible interest rate, which I think is like 4% right now, to high. Another one of my homeboys, he got approved for a home loan. They was trying to charge him 7.9% interest. That's insane. That's extremely high for a home loan. You're paying 7.9% interest for 30 years. So like on a $200,000 house, you're gonna be paying damn near $500,000 for the house if you don't pay extra every month for that 30-year term. That's insane. You're paying way more than what the house is even worth. See what I'm saying? Money you ain't never gonna get back. You better off just renting an apartment and waiting until your credit score go up, just enough to at least get 5%. I think 5% on a home loan is probably reasonable if you don't have perfect credit. You got perfect credit, 4% is the lowest you can get, so of course that's the best option. But I want to send it, people got to get educated on credit and the importance of it. You get credit cards, use it wisely, pay it off. The shit is very, very important, especially when you want things later on in life. You know, people with good credit, you want a nice new car, your credit good, you can go in a dealership, any dealership, and don't have to put nothing down. Zero down, zero, nothing. And drive off with the car you want. Now you may have a little bit higher monthly payment, but if your credit real good, your payment's still gonna be low. Now if you come in there with a down payment, 2 or 3 grand down, now your payment's gonna be low, and you ain't gonna be paying a bunch of interest on the car. You're gonna be paying mostly the car payment. Now, for example, let's say you get 15% interest. Interest is being charged every day you got that vehicle, 15% of the balance that you owe. Think about that. 15% of the balance that you owe every day they charge you. They ain't charge you monthly 15%. They charge you 15% every fucking day you own that vehicle and you paying on it towards the balance. So you tally that 15% out of all them 30 days and your payment, and you will see that it's extremely lopsided. You paying more interest than you actually paying on a vehicle. As opposed to if you got really good credit, now you paying mostly the car off than you paying on the interest. It's a huge difference. So this is just my little small short vlog. I thought I'd speak on it after talking to a couple of people. I didn't realize how uneducated a lot of us are on credit. I mean, I was fooled a long time. I didn't fool with credit either. But once I started fooling with it, I watched how many doors opened for me and how much these credit companies value people with good credit, you know. And there's ways around credit too. Like I tell people, if you done got a bunch of credit cards, you done ran them hoes up, all you really paying is interest. If your credit score is decent, apply for a transfer, a balance transfer. Balance transfers are perfect. A lot of people don't understand what balance transfer is. Balance transfer is saying for 1 year, it's still a credit card, but for 1 year, you can transfer all your credit card debt to this one card. So all your cards gonna show paid, and your credit score won't be affected as much because all them cards are showing paid. They should start going back up. This is how people keep their credit score up, even though they have a lot of credit card debt. They transfer it to a balance transfer card. They get a year, zero interest for 1 year, right? Some of them, if your credit good, they give you 3 years, no interest. So now you ain't paying all the interest no more. Everything that you paying on that card per month, you still gonna be paying the same amount, but it's not fucking up your credit score. The balance that you paying per month is going towards the exact amount that you owe with no interest. Now, if you're smarter, you pay it off in a time period that they offering you free interest. Now you done just got rid of all your interest, and all you paying is the actual amount that you owe. And you get in, all your other cards are still showing paid. So your credit score is staying solid. Now, if you don't pay it off in time, by the time they start charging you interest, guess what? Get another balance transfer card. This is how people with high credit scores and high credit card debt, or just high debt period, is able to keep their scores high by just transferring that debt without paying so much interest, and they paying it all the way down. I know people that have had credit cards for 5 years and all they've been paying on is interest for 5 years. It's like you just getting them rich. In the end, they're gonna be paying 3, 4, 5 times the amount that they use. If you spent $250, let's say I say $1,000. You spent up that $1,000 credit card, now you're just paying the interest for years. You done paid that $1,000 3 or 4 times. And your credit low, because all you're paying is the interest, so you're still showing you got a high debt to income ratio, or a high, well, not debt to income ratio, but you got a high credit card utilization. Educate yourself on this stuff, man. People, please educate yourself on it. It's very important. It's always a way around it. The main thing is once your credit score go up, you want to keep it up. You want to keep your credit utilization low. You keep your credit utilization under 10%, your credit score gonna keep going up. It ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna go up, and it's gonna keep going up. Even if you still use your credit cards, if you apply for bigger credit cards, your credit score high enough, you can get $20,000 and $30,000 credit card limits. You get them high ass limits. Now your utilization will always stay low as long as you don't use a lot of it. See what I'm saying? So you gotta educate yourself on this stuff, people, and understand it and learn it and use it to your benefit, because you can benefit from it. Things and ideas that you want to have, you need credit for that. You want to get loans, whether it's from the bank or you want to get better credit cards, you need credit for those things. I think that's what keep us down, is that we have different ideas of things that can make money, but we don't have the credit to be able to get the loans that we need to make those things happen, whether it's a home loan, car loan, business loan, whatever it is. That's just, like I say, that's just a small message, just letting people know how important credit is. Even if you want some $12,000 rims on your car, if you got credit, good credit, you can get them rims financed. Everybody not just going and spending $12,000, $15,000 on some rims. Some cats is actually getting that shit financed. I mean, people may think it's a bad idea, but hell, if you want it, you want it. I ain't saying it's a bad idea, but if you can get it financed and you get low interest on it, it's just like having a car. You may pay, $400 a month for 2 years or something like that. I ain't do the math that quick, but you have a small payment on the rims that you want right now. That's the way to do those things, right? But if you got a credit card, you can just pay your credit card. As soon as interest start hitting, you transfer that shit to a debt-free or a balance transfer card. Now you don't even have to pay no interest on it. But you got to pay on it, try to get it paid in that zero interest time frame. And now you done got you some big rims, some $12,000 rims on your car, truck, whatever you got, and you're not paying no interest on them. And you get a whole year to pay them off, or 2 years. Hell, some even give you 3 years free interest, depending on your credit. So I'm just saying, this is just a small video, just letting people know, our people, Black, African Americans, Hispanic, whatever you are, people who just uneducated on credit, learn that shit. That shit will benefit you in more ways than you think. Learn that credit shit. Read a book on it, study it, understand it. You gotta do the same thing. It's about money. It's about your money. Don't you want to know as much of it about it as you can? So do it. People, please educate yourselves on credit. This is another message, short vlog from Big Boy Les. Comment, like, subscribe to my channel. More content coming. I'm out.